ChatGPT said, what if the first 10 minutes of your morning decided everything that followed: the energy you carry, the choices you make, the emotions you feel, the results you create? Most people never realize the hidden power that lives in those first few minutes after waking up. They stumble out of bed, reach for their phone, and instantly hand over their focus to the world: emails, messages, notifications. Before they've even taken their first deep breath, they've already lost control of their day. But what if you could flip that? What if every morning became a moment of absolute power, a sacred time where you charge your body, focus your mind, and elevate your emotions before the world has a chance to pull you down? Imagine starting your day with a surge of gratitude instead of stress, with movement instead of hesitation, with clarity instead of confusion. That's not fantasy, it's discipline. It's choice. Because the truth is, your mornings aren't just the beginning of your day. They're the foundation of your destiny. The way you wake up determines how you live. The rituals you repeat each sunrise become the blueprint for your success, happiness, and growth. It's not about how much time you have, it's about what you do with the moments that matter most. You can either wake up by default, reacting, surviving, and repeating the same cycle, or wake up with intention, leading, creating, and thriving. Every great transformation starts in the quiet space between sleep and action. Every powerful day begins with one powerful morning. So ask yourself, when you open your eyes tomorrow, will you fall back into old patterns, or will you rise with purpose and own your day before the world even wakes? ChatGPT said, every morning life offers a silent invitation, a chance to reset, realign, and rise stronger than the day before. Yet most people rush through it, unaware of the incredible potential hidden in those early moments. The truth is, how you start your day determines how you live your day. The state you create in the morning sets the tone for every decision, every emotion, and every result that follows. Think about the average morning. The alarm goes off, and instead of feeling energized, many people feel drained before the day even begins. They scroll through messages, dive into social media, and absorb the noise of the world before they've taken a single conscious breath. Without realizing it, they give away their focus and their emotional power. And by the time they step into their day, they're already reacting to everything around them instead of creating from within. But imagine a different kind of morning, a morning where you wake up intentionally. You take a deep breath and fill your lungs with energy. You move your body and feel your heart wake up. You give thanks for what you have instead of worrying about what's missing. You focus on what you want to create instead of what you fear might go wrong. That shift changes everything. The power of a morning ritual lies in its ability to center your mind, body, and emotions before the world demands your attention. It's not about perfection or time, it's about consistency and energy. Just a few minutes of mindful action can turn stress into clarity, fatigue into motivation, and doubt into confidence. Each morning is a new opportunity, a blank page waiting to be written. When you decide to control your state before the world controls it for you, you reclaim your power. You become intentional instead of reactive, calm instead of chaotic, focused instead of scattered. The morning becomes more than a routine. It becomes a foundation for success, strength, and fulfillment. Your morning determines your momentum, and your momentum determines your destiny. The question is, will you drift into your day unconsciously, or will you rise deliberately? Set your focus and start with power, purpose, and passion. ChatGPT said, most people live their mornings on autopilot, unaware of the silent damage it does to their mindset, emotions, and energy. The alarm goes off, and the first instinct is to hit snooze, delaying the inevitable. When they finally get up, the mind is already flooded with noise, emails, notifications, messages, and responsibilities waiting to be handled. Before the day truly begins, they are already behind. This reactive pattern sets off a chain reaction of stress, fatigue, and distraction that lasts all day. The biggest challenge is not the lack of time, it's the lack of intention. People think they don't have the luxury to slow down or reflect in the morning, but that belief is exactly what keeps them stuck. Rushing out of bed and diving into chaos becomes a habit, a cycle that reinforces itself every day. The body feels drained, the mind feels scattered, and the spirit feels disconnected. This morning chaos isn't just about lost minutes, it's about lost energy. When the first moments of the day are filled with anxiety, comparison, and urgency, it becomes nearly impossible to feel in control. The world begins to dictate your emotions before you even have a chance to choose them. Over time, this constant reactivity leads to burnout, frustration, and a sense that life is simply happening to you rather than for you. The modern world amplifies this problem.
With phones, work pressures, and endless information, people have forgotten the importance of starting their day with stillness and strength. They look for motivation externally, hoping something will spark their drive. But the truth is, motivation doesn't come from outside. It's built from within, through consistent rituals that train the mind and body to awaken powerfully. The challenge lies in breaking free from this reactive loop and reclaiming ownership of the morning. It's not easy. Habits built over years don't vanish overnight, but the cost of staying the same is far greater than the discomfort of change. Until you learn to master your mornings, you will always feel like you're chasing your day instead of leading it. The moment you decide to stop reacting and start creating is the moment your entire life begins to shift. ChatGPT said, "The transformation begins when you understand that your mornings are more than just a routine, they are a ritual of power. Every choice you make within the first hour after waking shapes your energy, focus, and mindset for the rest of the day." The difference between chaos and clarity is often found in those small intentional moments. A true morning ritual doesn't require hours, it requires purpose. It's about aligning your mind, body, and emotions so that you move into your day with strength and direction instead of stress and confusion. It starts with your physiology. The moment you wake, your body is a direct gateway to your emotions. Move with intention, stretch, breathe deeply, do a few minutes of exercise. Motion creates emotion, and when your body awakens, your mind follows. Even a few minutes of deep breathing or movement can shift your state from tired to alive. Next comes focus. Take time to center your mind before it gets pulled into the noise of the world. Instead of reaching for your phone, reach inward. Reflect on what you're grateful for, what you want to achieve, and how you want to feel. Gratitude and intention are like mental armor. They protect you from the negativity and distractions that try to steal your peace throughout the day. Visualization adds another layer of power. See yourself already living the day you desire, calm, confident, effective, and fulfilled. When you pair emotion with visualization, you're training your brain to believe it's possible, and your actions begin to align with that vision. Over time, this ritual becomes a source of inner stability. No matter how chaotic the world becomes, you start each day grounded, clear, and strong. You become less reactive to stress, more focused on what truly matters, and more energized to create meaningful results. The morning is no longer something that just happens. It becomes a space you own, a time where you choose your direction. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. When you commit to showing up for yourself each morning, you build an unshakable foundation that fuels every part of your life, your health, your relationships, your purpose, and your peace. There comes a moment when everything shifts, a moment when you realize that your mornings no longer control you, but you control them. It's subtle at first. You wake up one day and instead of feeling heavy, you feel a quiet strength rising within you. You take that first deep breath, move your body, and feel your heart come alive. The noise of the world is still there, but it no longer dictates how you feel. You've built a foundation that can't be shaken by circumstance. That's the moment you understand what true power feels like. Not the kind that comes from control or achievement, but the kind that comes from alignment. You're no longer waking up out of obligation. You're waking up with intention. The ritual that once felt like effort has become natural, almost sacred. You start to crave that clarity, that connection, that energy. Your mornings stop being something you get through. They become something you rise into. Suddenly, you begin to notice changes everywhere. You respond to challenges with calm instead of chaos. You communicate with confidence instead of doubt. The smallest frustrations no longer have the power to ruin your mood because you've already chosen your state before the world could shape it. You're no longer surviving your days, you're leading them. This is the turning point, when you realize that your life reflects the state you create each morning. The power, focus, and peace you cultivate in those first moments ripple through every part of your day. You begin to see that success isn't something you chase, it's something you generate. The way you breathe, move, and think in the morning becomes a mirror for the life you're building. The key moment is not a single event, it's a daily awakening. Every morning as the sun rises, you rise with it, stronger, clearer, and more centered than before. You've discovered that the real secret to transformation isn't found in doing more, but in mastering the simple act of beginning your day with purpose. When you own your morning, you no longer hope for a powerful day, you create it, and from that moment on, nothing feels impossible. ChatGPT said, "Tomorrow morning when your alarm goes off, pause before you reach for your phone. Take a deep breath and remember, you have a choice. You can fall back into the same patterns that drain your energy and dull your focus, or you can rise with intention and create a morning that fuels your life. The decision you make in that single moment will set the tone for everything that follows. Start small. You don't need an elaborate plan or hours of free time. Begin with just 10 minutes dedicated to yourself. Move your body to awaken your energy. Breathe deeply to center your mind. Feel gratitude for what you already have. Visualize the kind of day you want to experience and the kind of person you want to be. Those few minutes will begin to rewire your mindset and elevate your emotional state. The more consistently you commit to this, the stronger your inner foundation becomes. You'll notice how much lighter, calmer, and more confident you feel throughout the day. Challenges will still come, but you'll meet them from a place of strength rather than stress. This is how real transformation begins, not through grand gestures, but through daily rituals that build momentum over time. Make a promise to yourself right now. Your morning belongs to you. It's not for notifications, worries, or obligations. It's your sacred time to align with purpose, gratitude, and clarity. The rest of the world can wait while you prepare your mind and spirit to lead. Each sunrise is a new opportunity to take control of your energy and your destiny. Don't waste another day reacting to life. Create it. Rise before the world demands your attention. Breathe before the chaos begins. Move before the pressure builds. Speak words that empower you. Your future is built in those quiet, powerful moments before the world wakes. So tomorrow, when that alarm rings, don't hit snooze. Sit up, take that first deep breath, and remind yourself you're not just waking up to another day. You're waking up to your power, your purpose, and your potential. Start now, and let every morning become the launch pad for the life you were meant to live.